Hi, my name is Zarifa Jandar. I love the work that people action do, and I love to push what they do with the organizations and stuff. And I came on this trip because I want to see what the power of people can do, because I am all about putting stories out there. I'm all about putting voices out there. Well,
Share a
the
little bit.
experience uh, when I came to United States was that because of education and because of a lot of corruption was going on in Russia. I'm originally from Russia, so I came to U.S. Buffalo, New York, in 2012. And the reason why of me coming there is because of school and a lot of corruption. There was not less of a job, so my dad couldn't find job, and so it was really hard. For education you have to pay, so it's just like, what's the reason of learning when you don't even invest to it?
My name is Angel. Some people I let them call me Angel. I don't really make a big deal. My parents both live in Buffalo, but my father is from Puerto Rico. He moved here when he was 19 from Beranquitas, and he spoke no English at all. So when he came here, he never got like a formal education, really. And then my mother never went to college, and so like growing up, they like kind of like pushed the idea of college really hard in my household, and I just kind of like did everything I could in high school to like build a resume, kind of like that's kind of how like a lot of things started. But it just so happened that building my resume became like community work and helping people. I started the Gay Straight Alliance at my school at Hutch Tech. I was one of 3 founding freshmen, and the other 2 were both girls. And for the first, I'd say like 2-3 months at least, I was the only straight male there. Growing up, I was raised by all women for the most part. My mother didn't meet my stepdad till I was about 7 or 8, and they didn't get married till I was about 11. And my father and my mother had split when I was a baby, so it was my mother, my grandmother, and my aunt pretty much that raised me. And just going around women and just seeing like how they deal with stuff, it gave me less of a machismo kind of thing, where I didn't feel like it was necessary. So when I got to high school and I started realizing like seeing stuff in the news, I started in 2011, fall of 2011, and at that time, gay rights and marriage had been a hot issue at that point. And I seen how like other boys my age would talk about things like that and treat people, and like how what they would say about people being gay. And I just felt like it was very aggressive and just dehumanizing and wrong.
My name is Mona Abdurrahman, and I was born in a small town that is in Somalia. And I saw by the time I was born, there was a lot of fights. So we decided to move another country, which is Kenya. I grew up in Kenya as a refugee, and then it was a long process, and then we came to America. I came to Buffalo. Then when I came to Buffalo, it takes me maybe 5 months to go to school, and I feel like the things is going in Buffalo like it's the same as my country too. I feel like there's a little bit inequality. Like I feel like in some way people don't respect. People will just will talk to you badly because they like how you look, your color, your gender, like everything. And then I was like, I wanna become like the person who's gonna help solve the problem. And that's how I was thinking too. And then I also involved me in Push. He was like, oh, that would be a great experience to involve with Push, so you can share some of your story, and you can go with us to the place and talk to us and see what we can do to solve the problem. That's how I involved in Push.
My name is Abdi Kadir Farah, but people call me Abdi for short, or Abdi K. That's what most of my peers call me. I'm originally from Kenya, but my nationality is Somali because my grandparents had to move away from the war against Ethiopia. So I was born in Kenya, and I came to America when I was 5, I believe 2008. some little things about my story is that I ain't grow up with the mom. I mean, I didn't have a luxury to grow up with the mom or dad. So I lived with my uncle, and he was playing both mother and dad role, cooking for us, taking care of us, make sure we got a roof on top of us, and clothes behind our back. So that's why how I got involved with 279 Grant. So I started coming more often, and then I started volunteering, and then the academy started that year. The same year I started started coming in more and interacting and learning context about push and how I can grow my mind and learn new things and experience new things. So the academy started that year, was March 2018. So I believe the academy started. I believe I got the youth action team position, and then I did summer jobs for 2 years. Last year I did summer job for 3 years ago I did a summer job for International Hill, and then Keith told me Push is doing summer job for that summer. So I signed up, and then it was last year that I was doing summer job with Push, and we were basically canvassing on doors.
My name is Lynn Choi. I was born in Thailand, but I was a citizen of Burma, which is called Myanmar right now. And I have 4 brothers and 2 sisters. My parents came here for a better life, because living back there was only destruction and wars everywhere. And coming here, it wasn't easy trying to learn a new language at first, but you get used to it though. And honestly, this one change I want to change about here is probably medical care, and that's the reason why I came here. Because my family, we don't really have medical care, and my brother doesn't have medical care. I have it, we have to pay for it.